Before we start, we'd like to take time to recognize the PACWEST Conference All-Stars from Vancouver Island University. The All-Stars from VIU are Billy Bagiopoulos, Grayson Chalafu, Diego Corlazzoli, and Sean Takano. The PACWEST Rookie of the Year is Michael Lapel. The PACWEST Player of the Year is Sean Takano. And the PACWEST Coach of the Year is Larry Stefanik. Congratulations to the Conference All-Stars. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise if you are able for the playing of our national anthem. And now for today's starting lineup, first for the Douglas College Royals. Number 1, Felipe Domingos. Number 3, Rosmir Agavegi. Number 4, Herman Huezi. Number 5, Adam Koumazanis. Number 7, Bronson Hartley. Number 8, Quinn Desaulnier. Number 9, Joshua Petty. Number 10, Rafael Domingos. Number 11, Taylor Richardson. Number 12, Milan Ganesha. And number 17, Alejandro Varela. The head coach of Douglas College is Robbie Tour. The assistant coaches are Paul Bahia and Sergio Rodriguez. And now the starting lineup for the Vancouver Island University Mariners. Number 1, Kevin Picard. Number 3, Bradley Sager. Number 4, Fraser Rideout. Number 6, Diego Corlazzoli. Number 7, Michael Lapel. Number 10, Sean Takano. Number 11, Hector Valdez. Number 14, Brendan Douglas. Number 15, Matthew Coburn. Number 17, Billy Bagiopoulos. And number 20, Grayson Chalafu. The head coach for Vancouver Island is Larry Stefanik. The assistant coaches, Joel Harry and Gary Smith.
It's the 2019 PACWEST Provincial Soccer Championships. The gold medal match coming up live from Burnaby Lake in beautiful Burnaby, British Columbia. My name is Jamie Dodd. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's the Vancouver Island University Mariners wearing the white tops and the black shorts going up against the Douglas College Royals in their all-green kits. Beautiful day for soccer here in Burnaby. A crisp fall day, a little bit on the chilly side, but that won't stop the players on the pitch one bit. And fortunately, after the windstorms here in the Lower Mainland yesterday, it has really died down. It's a beautiful, still day, a perfect atmosphere to play some championship soccer. Vancouver Island University earned a bye into the final by winning the regular season title in the PACWEST. Douglas College beat Capilano University 2-0 yesterday in the semifinals to book their spot in this gold medal match. And the winner of this will not only claim the PACWEST crown, they'll also advance to the CCAA Nationals, this year being held in Oshawa. Those will commence in early November. Both teams huddled up, waiting for the referee's signal to get things underway here in Burnaby. And the matchup to watch in this one, Both teams with very talented number 10s in midfield. For Vancouver Island University, that is, of course, the player of the year in the PACWEST, number 10, Shun Takano. And for the Douglas College Royals, it is number 10, Rafael Domingos. And, of course, Vancouver Island, having won the bye to this, might be considered the favorites, and we'll see how that affects the strategy from either team. We are lined up. There's the referee's whistle, and we're underway in the PACWEST gold medal contest, and immediately it's Vancouver Island playing the long ball ahead. That was Hector Valdez trying to get on the end of it, the forward number 11. Now it's played back into midfield. Vancouver Island trying to settle it down, still scrambling a little bit, and it comes back to Valdez, who is able to take a little time and play a nice through ball in towards Michael Happel. Cuts it back. It was just a little bit behind Valdez, though. Lovely footwork there from Douglas College. Number 10, Rafael Domingos, tracking back to do the job in midfield. And he's able to ease the pressure for his side, and now it is played into the feet of the goalkeeper, who will distribute on to the far side of the field. A long ball that goes over the head of the Vancouver Island defender, and now Douglas College might be in business here. It's number 12, Milan Gandesha. His effort unsuccessful, but a good early opportunity there for the Royals. The ball is eventually played into touch. It'll be a Royals throw-in on the far sideline. I do want to correct myself just off the top. I mentioned that the winner would advance to the Nationals, but in fact, both teams will go on to represent PACWEST at the Nationals. So still plenty at stake here for bragging rights and, of course, a chance at the PACWEST crown. Douglas College controls, tries to advance the ball again. Still looking for an opening on the far side. Now it's turned over, and that was Takano, who was able to pick the pocket of the Royals player, draws the foul, and his teammates will restart play. Long free kick taken. Inaccurate, though. It goes directly out of play. So Douglas College will immediately get the ball back. And we have a player on his knees on the field. Coaching staff out to come look at him. That is number 7, Bronson Hartley for Douglas College. He'll step onto the sideline as play resumes. So Douglas College temporarily playing with just 10 men on the pitch. Long throw in looking for Gandesha. But the Vancouver Island defenders tracking back. He is able to win the corner, though. So the first set piece opportunity for either team here goes to Douglas College. And it looks like it's Gandesha and Alejandro Varela who will handle the corner kicking duties on this instance anyways for the Royals. Four men in the box for Douglas College, as well as Rafael Domingos lurking just on the edge of the box. And now it's Varela who will service it in. Out-swinging ball. Well defended by Vancouver Island. Takano trying to break out. Loses it for a second, but is still with his teammate. And that's a beautiful attempt, but just off the mark. Michael Happel looking to ignite the counterattack opportunity for Vancouver Island, but couldn't find his teammate streaking towards the goal. Another long ball played over the top in the direction of Taylor Richardson. And once again, it's Douglas College on the front foot, as has been the case for most of the game in the early stages here. They'll win another throw-in on the far side. And that stoppage of play will allow Bronson Hartley to come back onto the pitch. So Douglas College back to 11 men at full strength now. Long throw-in down the sideline. And well done by the Vancouver Island defender there, number 3, Bradley Sager, to box out his man and just allow that one to roll over the touchline. It'll be a goal kick for Kevin Picard. Picard having a bit of an equipment issue, and he's trying to get sorted before he takes this goal kick. And he's all set now. Got the cap on to shield his eyes from the sun a little bit, and he'll play it not over the first line of defense for Vancouver, or for Douglas College, excuse me. The ball pinballs around midfield before Takano plays it out wide. Now Takano looking for the return ball. 3 Douglas College Royals over to deal with the PACWEST Player of the Year, and they're able to dispossess him, and now they'll try to turn back the other way, but the heavy pressure from Vancouver Island stymies that counterattack attempt. Still struggling for possession, the two teams on the far side. And finally, the foul is committed by the Mariners, and the Royals take a free kick in their own half. That ball sent towards Taylor Richardson. He's not able to win possession. Vancouver Island working on the near side. Valdez, well defended there by Rosmir Agabegi. Valdez, though, still battling for it, and eventually he does win the throw-in. I think the defender, number 4, Wazy, there might have thought it was a foul, but instead it goes over the touchline off of him, and now Vancouver Island has a chance to get set up deep in Douglas College's attacking end. Vancouver Island defender steps up to intercept that pass. Takano. Through ball looking for Valdez. And Valdez's effort to cut it back is easily handled by Felipe Domingos. Domingos. Nice touch to free up some space for himself, but his long ball is off the mark, headed down into midfield. Valdez. A lovely bit of footwork, but then he gives it right up. Douglas College with a chance to attack here off the turnover. And it was Bradley Sager, the defensive midfielder, listed as a defender, but he's playing a little bit in front of the back line for Vancouver Island, and he showed his defensive aptitude on that instance, coming back to intercept the pass. Then he takes the foul afterwards. Still 0-0 early in the first half here in the gold medal game at the PACWEST 2019 Soccer Championships. Vancouver Island University wearing the white and black kit, going up against Douglas College in the all-green kit. That one runs into touch once again. Vancouver Island throw-in. Takano it was aiming the cross into the Douglas College box. Didn't really have any teammates there to get on the end of it, but in any case, it ricochets once again out for a throw-in, and it's the fullback, number 6, Diego Corlazzoli, who will come all the way up the field and look to throw this one into the edge of the box. Well defended by the Royals, who were back in force to make sure that one didn't turn into a dangerous situation. And once again, it's the work of Vancouver Island in midfield, able to force the turnover there, but the through ball for Takano. Unfortunately, Takano was in an offside position. The linesman's flag is immediately raised. No danger there for Douglas College to worry about. Again, it's Hager stepping up with the smart interception, reading the play well. The ball following it was not on point, however. He had a couple of teammates with him. He chose to go out wide, but just too much on that pass to connect. But once again, number 3, Bradley Sager, has shown plenty of anticipation in snuffing out Douglas College's attacks through midfield. Playing in that holding midfield role and doing the job very, very well right now for the Mariners. Douglas College tracking back, and eventually the defender just tries to relieve the pressure by heading it out of bounds. That was Adam Kumizakis who put it into touch. Bagiopoulos getting set to take the throw in for Vancouver Island. It goes to Takano, immediately back to Bagiopoulos. Douglas College temporarily in possession. Now the Mariners trying to get set up in the attacking third. Takano with some pretty footwork. But once again, you can see the attention that Douglas College is playing to the PACWEST Player of the Year, Shun Takano, because he had to try to dance around about 3 Royals defenders. And even for a player as talented as Takano, that is a difficult task. A long ball from Douglas College. That's been their MO in the early going here. That time, once again, could not connect. In Vancouver Island in possession. Headed down into midfield, Takano collects. Looking for Valdez. But the Royals defender steps up to intercept. Domingo. Now Douglas College trying to enjoy some time in possession, but under heavy pressure, and that forces the pass from number 10, Domingo, in midfield back to the keeper, Domingo, as they just try to hold on to the ball and unlock this press from Vancouver Island. That's one way to do it, and the nice pass towards the forward, but speedy defender there. Number 20, Grayson Shalafu, over to make sure that one didn't develop into anything threatening. Agabegi steps up, aiming into the box, and the push on the back there was pretty obvious. That was Taylor Richardson trying to create some space, but the referee saw it, and the keeper, Picard, able to restart play from his own goal box. Valdez to Takano, now back out wide. And again, an early crossing attempt came in from the wing for the Mariners. No one really set up in the box to take that one, and it's intercepted by Douglas College. Valdez tips that one away. His teammates are able to recover. It goes to Sager in midfield. He plays it back to his defense, and Vancouver Island once again on the ball, looking to move forward. The pressure from Douglas College when Vancouver Island is playing it out of their own end much lighter, much more cautious than what we see in the reverse situation. That's perhaps no surprise given that Vancouver Island did come in as the favorites in this game. And you expect that Douglas College might plan to soak up a fair amount of possession in this one. That's a dangerous ball hanging on the edge of the box, but the shot skied over the goal from number 7, Michael Happel, the rookie of the year in the PACWEST. Couldn't connect as he wanted on that attempt, but one of the best chances so far in this game for either team. If he had caught that one correctly, certainly would have tested Domingos in the Douglas College goal. Another long ball that's intercepted by the Mariners. But now it's Douglas College in possession. Once again, Vancouver Island swarming on the ball. Douglas College just looking for an outlet. And it comes to Agabegi. He battles with Valdez. Shalafu now up from the back line. Sager. Once again, that calming presence in midfield for Vancouver Island. Takano takes it. Sprays it out wide. That ball's intended for Griffin Douglas. He can't corral it. That one looked like it was going to go out of touch, but instead it stays in, and Vancouver Island once again in possession. Sager misplays that one for a second, but he's still able to control it eventually and get it to Takano. Now Takano surveys, takes some time, tries to pick out Valdez at the edge of the box. Valdez does well to bring it down, gives it to his fullback. Now back to Valdez. Some nice interplay between the two on the far side, but eventually the Royals defenders intercept and snuff that one out. Bit of a counterattack opportunity here, but plenty of Mariners defenders back behind the ball. And it was Fraser Rideout in the end who plays it into touch. Now counterattack opportunity for Vancouver Island, and it is a dangerous one, but an exceptional defense from number 4, Burhan Owezi, coming back because the Vancouver Island player was in all alone, and that was extremely, extremely threatening for the Mariners. As it is, it's a corner kick, so still plenty of defending left to do for the Royals, but you can see the speed from Vancouver Island there. That was number 17, Billy Bagiopoulos, who just took one smart touch to blow by his defender, and Owezi had to make a last-ditch effort to prevent the scoring opportunity. Now it's Takano to take the corner. 6 men in the box in total for Vancouver Island. No lack of ambition on this one. It goes to the far post. No one there to connect with it, however. Valdez takes possession at the other corner flag, and now Sager plays it in. It was Shalafu going up. The goalie came for it. He couldn't corral it. That gave a opportunity for a weak header from the Vancouver Island player, and it's played off the goal line by Douglas College, but the Mariners coming very, very close to opening the scoring. And that time, the keeper Domingos does come to confidently claim the ball, and Douglas College gets a much-needed breather after some nervous defending there. Good distribution from the keeper to find Taylor Richardson on the left flank, but his pass is inaccurate, intercepted by Takano. Takano fouled as he jockeyed for position. And it's Shalafu who will restart play with the long ball forward, looking for Bagiopoulos. Bagiopoulos can't track that one down. After a few bright moments in the early minutes for the Royals, Vancouver Island has really put their stamp on the game since then. Clever ball forward. But eventually it comes to Valdez. Valdez does well to find Takano. Now it goes out wide to the left flank. Played back in. Intended for Michael Happel. The Royals defender gets there first. Sager intercepts that pass. Shalafu. Again, plenty of time in midfield when they get on possession for Vancouver Island. And now it's Takano who will go back to his defense. Takano again in possession. Well done. Good shoulder barge there from Richardson. And he might be in business. But the referee's whistle does blow, and Vancouver Island will have a chance to take over again. Another throw-in on the way for the Mariners. Matthew Coburn. Once again, it's immediately defended by the Royals. Bagiopoulos trying to split the defense. And it bounces to Takano. Thought about the long switch play. Instead goes on the ground to Happel. Happel took the return pass from his midfielder. It bounces away into the Douglas College player. You can see a little indecision creep into Takano there. He has so much time on the ball in that middle third that it almost seems like he's having trouble picking exactly what he wants to do. Wazy plays it on the ground up to Hartley. Now Chalithu for Vancouver Island, but it's Wazy to intercept that one. Only temporarily, though. Chappelle, if he had been there to get on that one, it could have been a dangerous situation for Vancouver Island, but Kumazakis did very well to come over and clear the ball out of play. Another throw-in opportunity for the Mariners. Number 6, Diego Corlitzoli up to take it again. Happel fakes, turns. Good opportunity there, and he was going for just inside the near post. Number 14, Griffin Douglas up from midfield. The left-footed strike looked like it might have been going wide anyways, but the keeper, Felipe Domingos, doing very well to dive to his left and take that shot. Another quality opportunity for Vancouver Island. That one set up by number 7, Michael Happel. And it was Douglas with the shot, unable to convert. Now Chalithu organizing his team from the back line. Valdez to Sager. Sager, probing ball intended for Happel. But it rolls all the way to the keeper, Domingos. Long drop kick from Domingos. This one might just bounce all the way to his counterpart in goal. Heavy contact there between the Douglas College forward and Kevin Picard in the Vancouver Island box. That was Josh Penny who was aggressively trying to get on the end of that ball, and indeed it was a big-time collision. And the keeper, Kevin Picard, is still on the ground as the referee comes over to check on him. Looks like Picard will be all right. He'll stay in the game. Gets a round of applause from the crowd. Midway through the first half here at the 2019 PACWEST Men's Soccer Championships, the gold medal match between Vancouver Island University and the Douglas College Royals. Still 0-0, waiting for our first goal of the game, but it has been Vancouver Island, the regular season champions of the PACWEST, who have been putting most of the pressure on Douglas College in this match so far. A couple of opportunities in the past 10 minutes that easily could have resulted in a 1-0 lead for the Mariners. Now it's Picard up and ready, restarting things with the drop kick. And it looks like Vancouver Island has made a minor tactical change here. They've swapped their fullbacks. Now number 15, Matthew Coburn, is playing on this right side, while Diego Corlitzoli is patrolling the left flank. We'll see how long that lasts, and we'll see if that is able to open up some additional attacking possibilities for the Mariners. Happel now to Cano. Steals the ball, well played into Bagiopoulos. He's onside, and Domingos had to be very sharp and very aggressive to come off his line and take that one before Bagiopoulos could get on the end of it. Well played by the keeper, Felipe Domingos. That was a sharp through ball from Shun to Cano with Bagiopoulos showing his speed, about to get on the end of it. Again, from an onside position, that would have been serious trouble for Douglas College, except for the quick thinking of Felipe Domingos. As these chances continue to pile up for Vancouver Island, however, you just wonder how long Douglas College can play the bend but don't break approach. But here they might have an opportunity of theirself until Chalafu again. The speed and the smarts of Grayson Chalafu in the center of the Vancouver Island defense. He's not the tallest central defender you'll see at this level, but more than making up for it. With his ability to read the game and his ability to hustle to where he needs to go. 5 men in the box. Douglas College looking for the long throw-in. These are the kind of opportunities, based on how the game has gone so far, that Douglas College will need to capitalize on. Can't do it there, but they do win the corner kick. Not a bad consolation prize. Alejandro Varela. Take the outswinging right-footed ball into the center of the box. Good contact on the header from number 4, Burhan Wazy, but it wasn't able to direct it very well. It goes right into the waiting arms of Kevin Picard, but the first real high-quality scoring opportunity there for Douglas College, and not surprisingly, it comes after a set piece. Now the ball's played back to Domingos in goal. He plays it aggressively forward. Penny flicks it on. Hartley, though, not able to continue the attack, and now it's Valdez. Dummies one player there until being dispossessed on the slide tackle by Domingos. Royals take over on the near sideline. Fancy footwork there from the midfielder to Penny at forward. And here we go. They're on the attack. Taylor Richardson, who took the long-range effort, might have had the opportunity to work in closer. I'm not sure he realized how much time he had, but his right-footed shot aiming for the near post goes wide. But a couple of bright moments here in the last few minutes for Douglas College, trying to turn the tides of this one a little bit. Most of the pressure has been going the other way, but all of a sudden, Vancouver Island just on the back foot. And now another throw-in in the attacking half for Douglas College. Domingos is the target there. Cano comes back. And a clever ball from Chalafu starts the counterattack, but the next ball wasn't good enough. And speaking of fancy footwork, how about that move to keep Douglas College in possession? Domingos, return ball. And that might have been a shooting attempt, but it goes all wrong until it gets on Penny's foot on the far side. Now he plays it back in for Hartley. Douglas College still threatening on the edge of the box. Richardson won't be able to get there before the keeper Picard comes to scoop up the loose ball. Happel. Douglas College wins the duel. Bounces to the Vancouver Island midfielder, Douglas. Now Domingos. Hartley waits for his teammates, gets the return ball, now turns back again. A miscommunication between Hartley and Quinn Desaulniers leads to the turnover. Takano goes around two defenders. Corlitzoli pulls up and goes back to Takano. Now he'll switch play all the way over to this side to Coburn. Coburn sizes up the cross. It was a dangerous one. And Douglas College does well to keep that one in play and avoid the corner kick. It was the keeper who eventually cleared it all the way back to midfield. But Takano immediately in possession again. Now Domingos controls temporarily. Coburn tries to go over the top, aiming for Bagiopoulos. Well out of his reach. Douglas College will take the throw-in. First substitution of the match coming up here. Might have to wait just a moment more, however, but the Douglas College player is getting ready to come in. And there it is. It's number 7, Bronson Hartley, leaving the game. And number 13, Benjamin Boulot, who will come into the game. An interesting substitution because Douglas College, has plenty of size in midfield between Rafael Domingos at 6'2", Quinn Desaulniers at 6'1", and now the substitute Biolu, who stands at even 6 foot. So you can see that defensive approach kind of taking shape in midfield for the Royals as they try to lock down the dangerous Vancouver Island attack. Valdez is able to deflect that clearing attempt out of bounds. Throw-in goes off Sager, and another throw-in coming up for the Royals. Again, going down the flank, Sager once again trying to intercept, but just loses it out of bounds. So the Royals slowly advancing the ball up the field via these throw-ins. Now this one just goes back to Domingos. He plays the long, searching ball. No one in the vicinity there. Picard takes over for Vancouver Island. Entering the final stages, or the late stages of the first half, rather. Still 0-0 between Vancouver Island University and the Douglas College Royals. Mariners have had the Lions' share of possession and have had the better opportunities as well, but in the past 10 minutes or so, Douglas College has made a few dangerous efforts at goal. Battle for the ball on the far sideline. 2 Mariners there against the 1 Royal, and as you might expect, it's the Mariners who will come away with possession. Corlitzoli. Richardson deflects that. Takano there to get on the end of it, and he immediately sends that one for Happel to try to run onto. Well defended by Wazy. Was actually able to keep it in play. And now Douglas College trying to avoid the press from the Mariners. Push in the back, though. And it's a free kick for Vancouver Island in the attacking half. This one not particularly close to goal, but the Mariners will still use the opportunity to push some defenders up and into the box. Takano certainly capable of delivering the kind of ball needed to create a scoring chance here. They're spread out across the top of the goalbacks as Takano launches the free kick, but it's directly to Domingos. He is able to find number 12, Gandesha. Dispossessed by Corlitzoli, and that was a brave and successful tackle from Burhan Wazy as Corlitzoli just tried to poke it around him, and if Wazy had been off the mark, Corlitzoli would have been in with acres of space in front of him. Deep throw-in coming up for Vancouver Island. It's Coburn. Throws it short to Douglas. Douglas goes down. Referee not impressed. Signals for him to get up. Would have been a penalty if he had blown the whistle, so I don't think there was enough in that to justify the penalty kick. Chalifu battling for possession. Agabegi. He loses it to Douglas. Wazy eventually dispossesses him. The back line of Agabegi, Wazy, Kumazakis has been exceptional in this game for Douglas College. They've had to make some very, very difficult plays, and they've really done what they can to limit Vancouver Island's opportunities. Gandesha stops, now goes to work. Penny waiting for a teammate to get in the middle. Low cross is picked off, and Takano comes back. Coburn. Now to Chalifu. That one's off the dome of Penny and deflects out of bounds. Coburn to Valdez. To Cano. And Happel is tackled from behind by Wazy. The referee saw that one, so another free kick and a dangerous opportunity. This one closer than the previous chance that Takano took just a few minutes ago. And again, no surprise here that Vancouver Island will push some of their big bodies from the back line into the box. Takano will play the outswinging right-footed ball, and you have to imagine he'll be aiming right for the center of the box, and he'll try to force Domingos to make a difficult decision on this one. That's exactly where it goes. But the Douglas College defender is able to rise up and head it out of danger. Just temporarily, though, Takano back on the ball and still plenty of bodies forward. Takes the long left-footed effort. Domingos more of an equal to the challenge. Takano showing off a little ambidexterity on that one. The right-footed dominant player, but not a bad effort from long range with his left foot. Chalifu. Sager. Now it's Valdez. Back to Sager. Sager to Bagiopoulos. Offside. He was in all alone, but he was just on the shoulder of the last defender. Bagiopoulos' chance denied before it could really get going there. Good vision from Sager. He's been rock solid as part of that double pivot, him and Douglas playing just in front of the back four for Vancouver Island. And not only have they been very, very reliable defensively, but they've also played an important part in that transition attacking opportunities, like the one that almost developed for Bagiopoulos. Picard ready to take the goal kick. That one's to the far sideline where Richardson plays it back towards the middle of the field. Now it's Sager. Happel have a chance to run onto this one. He stumbles at the end, though, and it's Wazy who lays it back for his goalkeeper. Goalkeeper under a little bit of pressure there. Skies this one. Douglas able to take over. Plenty of time to plot his next move. Happel not able to receive the pass under pressure, and now it goes forward for Penny. Penny. Douglas College switches play to Gandesha. He cuts into the middle now. He tries a long-range effort. Didn't get nearly enough mustard on that one, and Picard easily collects the shot. Picard plays that one long directly down the center of the pitch. It's headed to Gandesha, who tried to chip it over the head of Coburn, but Coburn equal to the task. Now he gets up, and unfortunately Happel was coming back from an offside position there between the two central defenders for Douglas College. Domingos tracks down the ball, and he'll push it up to Wazy, who restarts with a backwards free kick to Domingos. Over to Kumazakis. As Douglas College tries to play out from their back line, which has been a struggle for them due to the extremely active press. And once again, Vancouver Island able to turn the ball over to Cano, playing it for Bagiopoulos into the middle. Wazy steps up to intercept and then tries to spring Richardson with the long ball. But it's Corlitzoli who gets between his man and the ball and lets it run all the way back to the keeper, Picard. Valdez. Back to Chalafu in defense. Chalafu surveys. Goes long. That one might have been intended for Happel. A little bit of a miscommunication there between Wazy and Domingos. And again, Domingos had to make the split-second decision just to knock that one away from the danger area. But again, it's the combined effort from the Douglas College defenders as well as the goalkeeper that has been extremely impressive so far in this gold medal match. Coburn to take the throw-in for the Mariners. Valdez under pressure. Domingo stripped it from him. Now Gandesha, nice pass to the middle of the field. The ball goes out wide for Varela. Varela looking for Penny. Fraser Rideout was there to put him under a little bit of pressure, but it will be a Douglas College throw-in. And we've seen them in this position a couple of times try to take the long throw, and that time it goes short as they just look to maintain possession in the attacking third. Doesn't last for long, however. Agabegi advancing the ball from defense. A couple of beautiful moves, and then not a bad effort from well outside the box, and that gets a hearty round of applause from the crowd in attendance here. That was Rosmir Agabegi. Yeah, he's a defender, but plenty of technical skill there as well, as he showed on that foray forward from the back line. Picard. Douglas. Now Sager battling with Richardson. Richardson wins that battle, but temporarily because Takano snuck in to intercept his back pass. And eventually Takano is able to win a throw-in for his side. Nearing the end of an entertaining first half here, still 0-0 despite some quality scoring opportunities for both sides. It's the 2019 PACWEST Men's Soccer Provincial Championships, the gold medal match between the Vancouver Island University Mariners and the Douglas College Royals. Chalafu steps up, looking for an outlet now, and it goes to Coburn out wide. Coburn aiming for Takano, but Takano not tall enough to get on the end of that one. Domingos had trouble controlling it for a second, then four Vancouver Island players collapsed on him. He did very well to just get it to the open man, and now buys his team a little bit of time to get upfield. Richardson to Domingos. Under pressure from Valdez, switches to his left foot. Errant pass, however, picked off by Happel. Not much of a counterattacking opportunity for Happel, however, as he is fouled by Domingos. And we might have our first looked like the referee was maybe getting ready to reach into his book, but not yet. No bookings, no cards in the first half here so far. Been a pretty clean game from both teams. Throw in deep in their own end for the Douglas College Royals. Bagiopoulos to Sager. Sager plays it back to Chalafu. He goes up the right flank to Coburn. And then Valdez couldn't maintain possession. It bounces off Gandesha, however. And still it's Vancouver Island's ball. Douglas's ball into the box, easily dealt with by Douglas College. Late in the first half, Vancouver Island trying to find the breakthrough goal. Takano fouls the Royals midfielder. That's Desaulnier. And there is the referee's final whistle of this first half. Still 0-0 despite plenty of quality scoring opportunities. It's Vancouver Island University, the Mariners, going up against the Douglas College Royals here at the 2019 Men's Provincial Soccer Championships. The PACWEST gold medal game, 0-0 at half. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Alyssa, and this is 5 Things. I'm in my last semester here at VIU, which means I'm coming upon graduation, and I've been reflecting on the time I've spent here. I've had some amazing experiences, met really cool people, which made me realize that I really want to share with you 5 reasons why you'll love VIU. Vancouver Island is one of the most beautiful places in the world, so why not live and learn in a spectacular location? We're surrounded by beautiful mountains, spectacular beaches, and incredible views. And Vancouver Island has the mildest climate in all of Canada. Trust me, I come from a place where it snows all the time. If you want to get away from the cold and snowy winters, this is the place for you. At VIU, there are more than 120 programs for you to choose from. You can take your undergraduate degree, your master's degree, or trades training. I'm positive there will be something for you. Another thing that I love about VIU is the small class sizes and how much interaction you get with your professors. I've experienced it firsthand, where professors and staff will go out of their way to make sure that I'm succeeding, and they've supported me when I need help. There are so many valuable resources for students and potential students here. If you think that there's a barrier that's keeping you from university, there are lots of options for you. There's scholarships and bursaries for students to apply for. There's lots of opportunities for upgrading classes. And if you're a transfer student like I was, make sure to talk to the advising office about all the opportunities to transfer your credits. As a first-year student, you have a guaranteed spot in our awesome student residence so that you can feel at home right from your very first day. And my personal favorite is the close, friendly community, as well as the many ways that you can get involved on campus. Whether that looks like joining a club, playing intramural sports, going on a surfing trip with Campus Rec, or just making lasting, lifelong friends, VIU is a place that has this and so much more. So I hope that I've convinced you, because I've had an amazing time here and I would love for you to be able to have that as well.
Hi, I'm Gabriel and I'm from Brazil.
And I'm from India.
Vietnam,
From Mexico.
Taiwan, China,
North Van.
from Korea,
Colombia. VIU for me means opportunities,
fun and friendship, 改变,
community.
Bad job.
Getting an Oscar.
multicultural,
VIU means communities to me.
a building step for my future.
짜란.
다양한 색깔의 힘,
Chifa. Capilano University means diversity for me.
Explore. Opportunity.
fun and frolic,
Compromiso.
tạo lập mối quan hệ, new experiences, felicidad,
Learning with fun.
união.
That is having crazy.
If you want to come to an employer that makes you feel welcome, then CAPU is a place to go. My name is Willie Lewis, Sonokan is my ancestral name.
I'm going to share a song. The song is a journey song. You guys are starting your journey with us. It's a canoe song.
I do a little bit of everything. I do some traditional welcomings. I go out into the high schools and talk to all the students. We host Explore evenings here. It's just mainly making sure students feel welcome and know where they're going and enjoy their day. And part of my big job is getting more students here on campus as well. Intertwining First Nations culture at school, it's amazing. It's something that you don't always get to practice, and not everybody's fortunate enough to do, to be able just to kind of perform, drum and sing, and share their culture daily with students from India, students from China, just all over the world. What motivates me most is to see Indigenous students do well. Telling them and showing them what we have available to us, what resources are available to us, and then to watch them succeed, it's amazing.
Comes to this near side. Sager turns to Coburn. Well played to Takano. Now looks to connect with Coburn on the 1-2, but Varela is there. He's been sharp all afternoon so far. And this one goes to Desaulniers. Eventually it comes to Happel in the attacking third for the Mariners. Happel still gets it back from Takano to Coburn. Coburn will unleash the shot, and it curls right to Domingos, the Douglas College keeper. That's another, there's been a couple of examples like this so far today, but Coburn might have had a little bit more time than he realized to advance the ball closer towards the goal. Not a bad effort, but wasn't able to get any sort of threatening direction on it. Takano. Well done by Bolu to dispossess the shifty Takano. Coburn. Head up. Through ball intended for Douglas. Intercepted by Varela. Now Varela plays the long ball looking for Richardson. But it ends up in the arms of Picard. Nice backwards header there from Wazy, allowing Domingos to collect, and Domingos immediately advances the ball as far downfield as he can. Douglas jockeying with Bolu, looking for Coburn. Excuse me, that's Billy Bagiopoulos who was fighting for it on this side. Desaulniers to Siafakis. Coburn battling with him. Siafakis still with it. It took two defenders to take the ball away from him. Sager pokes it to Takano, who tries to go out wide to Valdez, but it's Agabegi who's able to get there first. Spins, plays it to Domingos. Domingos' one-touch pass intended for Richardson. Miscommunication between the two, and it goes out of play for a Vancouver Island throw. Headed down by Desaulniers. And all the way back to Domingos. Gandesha awkwardly tries to take that one down. It bounces to Chalafu, who cuts it back to Sager. Sager up to Happel, who is in an offside position just on the other side of half. The high line that time from the Douglas College Royals catches Happel offsides. Valdez. Still trying to bring it under possession. And eventually it goes into touch, and it's Agabegi who comes up to take the throw in for Douglas College. He's able to find Desaulniers all alone in the box, who now cuts it back on his left foot. Coburn had to be sharp there, but the ball drops. And Gandesha had a golden opportunity to strike first in this game for Douglas College. It's deflected over the goal line. It will be a corner kick. And that might have been the best opportunity for either team so far. The long throw-in into the box from Desaulniers, and then he cut it back, and it eventually fell for Gandesha. His shot was blocked by the last-ditch effort of the Vancouver Island Mariners defenders, but still with work to be done here as Varela launches the corner kick in. That one going for the far post, and one of his players, in fact, was offside, so a wasted opportunity on the corner kick there after the exceptional scoring opportunity for Gandesha. Picard will restart with the goal kick. Douglas was trying to get it out to Bagiopoulos, but it's intercepted by Varela. Varela surveys, now goes back to Kumazakis. Steps around Happel, launches for Siafakis. Coburn wins the duel with him. And that's an errant pass from Rideout. It was intended for Bagiopoulos up the sideline, but instead it will be a Douglas College throw-in. Varela for Desaulniers, down for Siafakis. Beaulieu collects in midfield. Desaulniers was the intended recipient of that pass. It's intercepted, though, and comes to Valdez. Agabegi. High pressure from him. Is able to win the ball from Valdez. Now it goes back to Beaulieu. Domingos. Does very well to spin away from the pressure. Great ball for Siafakis into the box, and what a dangerous cross that was. Siafakis intended for Desaulniers, and all of a sudden Douglas College very much on the front foot here. And that one was really created by Rafael Domingos in midfield. First to secure possession and then to pick the perfect pass to Siafakis in the box. It's another corner kick attempt for the Royals as they look to go in front here in the second half of the gold medal match. Played short for Domingos. Now back to Gandesha. Domingos again plays it down with his chest to Gandesha, still controlling in the box. He has them going every which way, and there was an awful lot of contact on that challenge in the box. The referee not impressed, however, much to the chagrin of the Royals players. He says play on. He is not buying the appeals for a penalty. That one easily could have been given, at least from my vantage point, as Gandesha, using his technical ability to turn the Vancouver Island defenders inside out. He is not rewarded with the penalty kick call, however. Now Vancouver Island looking to come back the other way. It's Douglas. Sager at the edge of the box. His pass deflected. Varela comes down with it. Quickly up to Siafakis. A beautiful one-touch play and a give and go if Siafakis can get on the end of it. He cannot, however, as Rideout plays it back to Picard. Sager looking for an open teammate upfield. He'll try to find Valdez. Valdez gets it to Douglas. Douglas fakes, now goes down the right side, crosses it back. It's going to come to Bagiopoulos, and he had to play it on the half volley and just couldn't get the angle he wanted. He skies that one onto a neighboring field. I believe that's going to interrupt a field hockey game happening on one of the other fields here at the Burnaby Lake Sports Complex. Domingos. This time he plays it short to Kumizakis, who gets it right back to Domingos. And Douglas College has made looks like a philosophical change at half here. They're, instead of just launching it forward over the top of this press, they are really trying to play it out of the back now, and they had a little bit of success there that time. The pass was briefly intercepted by Corlitzoli, but he loses it into touch. And Douglas College has a chance to set up on the right side of the midfield line. Varela. That one bounces off of Bagiopoulos for a throw-in. So after Vancouver Island dominated the first half in terms of possession, it really has been the Royals who have spent more time on the ball so far in the second half. That was a cross from Desaulniers. And after a couple of moments of indecision, Vancouver Island is able to clear it. But not for long, because Varela is back on the ball. A heavy first touch lets him down a bit there. Coburn comes up. However, the Royals will take over on a throw-in again. Varela to Beaulieu. He goes back to Kumizakis. Wazy Out to Agabegi. He was looking for Desaulniers, but Chalafu steps up to intercept. Now Takano hasn't spent much time on the ball here in the second half. Gets a little bit of an opportunity there. His pass for Happel is off the mark. Domingos. Again, the rock in midfield for the Douglas College Royals. Domingos is able to shield the ball from a couple of Vancouver Island players and advance it upfield. And that leads to the opportunity for Richardson. His shot deflected. It did take a touch off the Vancouver Island player, so it's another goal kick, the third already of the second half coming up here for the Royals. We've only played a little over 13 minutes here in this second frame, and it's been all Douglas College. Varela will play the in-swinging ball with his right foot if he chooses to go into the box. He also has Gandesha as an outlet. 7 men in the box for Douglas College, and that was a dangerous attempt by Varela. It bounced only a few feet in front of the goal line, but luckily for Vancouver Island, there was no Douglas College player to pounce on the opportunity. And now Corlitzoli hustling down the flank to get on the end of that ball. Plays it back for Valdez, but Kumazakis clears it with authority for a Vancouver Island throw-in. Corrizzoli thought about the long ball. Now it just goes into Douglas. Spins, fires, trying to win the corner kick, and he did. Well played by Douglas there. And now it is the Mariners' chance to load the box as Chalafu and Coburn come up from the back end. Takano will take the corner here. 6 men in the box for the Mariners, as well as Douglas lurking just outside of it, ready for to run in and play any second ball opportunities that might present themselves. It's Takano who will be aiming for a host of his teammates in the danger area. That one is a dangerous ball. Chalafu was the one trying to get on the end of it. It was just a little bit out of his range, but a very well taken corner. Now Bagiopoulos again, he plays this one on the volley, and again it is skied over the Douglas College goal. Bagiopoulos all alone on the second ball in after the corner kick, looking for the spectacular effort to make it 1-0, but the game remains scoreless. So a few minutes ago it was the half volley attempt from Bagiopoulos, that time on the direct volley, and on neither chance is he able to find the target. A couple of missed opportunities for Vancouver Island. But it does look like both teams are not content to play for extra time or penalty kicks here. Plenty of aggression in this second half. They look to be trying to win the gold medal here in 90 minutes. Happel offsides. Once again, the Douglas College Royals back line has really stepped up aggressively in this second half. That's maybe 10 yards, 5 yards even, in their half, and able to draw the offsides call. Nice back heel touch for Richardson. Cuts it back. There it is. Oh, Siafakis, what a save by Picard. Siafakis didn't get all he wanted on it, but it was a sensational opportunity with his left foot, and Picard, sprawling to his left, is able to keep it out of his own goal. Siafakis coming in late on that low cross, got it with his left foot, maybe just wanted a little bit more juice behind it, but it was still a fantastic effort by Picard to keep this game level. Wazy heads it forward. Now to Cano. To Valdez. His pass is off the mark. Kumazakis might have had a bit more time there than he realized, and his pass is back to Vancouver Island. Corlizzoli. Takano, nice one-touch play for Valdez down the flank. Survives one challenge, tries to go around another, lost the ball for a second, still on it. Takano will let fly with the left-footed effort. It's blocked. Sager brings it down, trying to get it to Douglas at the edge of the box, but it goes out of play. Takano. Siafakis. Gandesha. Varela coming up to join him. Siafakis. That one was intended for Varela, but it's picked off by Coburn. Siafakis will come back to take this throw in. That goes into Domingos. Domingos plays it with his heel to Ballou, but he immediately turns it over to Corlitzoli. Corlitzoli runs out of room to Cano. Excuse me, that was Valdez aiming for Takano, but Domingos, the big fella, back in possession, gives it to Varela. Back to Domingos. Plays it back to Siafakis. To Wazy. Wazy under pressure from Vancouver Island. He'll just launch it forward. Desaulnier trying to get on the end of it. And not a bad result there for Douglas College. From a difficult position, they are able to win the corner kick as it was Desaulnier putting the pressure on Rideout. And the Royals will certainly take that outcome. Again, it is the corner kick specialist Varela for the Royals who will take this one, and no shortage of targets for him to aim for. That one going for the far post. Siafakis was able to get contact on it, and then what a play back in, and there it is, it's Desaulnier, but he is offside. The goal will not count. The Douglas College Royals can't believe it. They have words for the linesman, but I don't think he is going to be swayed. What a goal that would have been. I believe it was number 4, Wazy, who played the bicycle kick back into the box after the corner kick. Desaulnier was there to get on the end of it. His header did beat Picard, but the linesman's flag was up, and the celebration is abruptly cut short. This game remains 0-0, but you certainly have the feeling that it's only a matter of time before one of these teams is able to find the back of the net. The chances have been coming fast and furious here in this second half, and that's certainly the best opportunity of the game there for the Douglas College Royals. Desaulnier's goal called back for offsides. 0-0 it remains as we approach the halfway mark of this second half. Still plenty of time for one of these teams to find the winner goal in regulation. Ballou steps around one man to Desaulnier. You know he wants to make amends for that called back goal, but his chance there is well off the mark. Picard restarts play. Ballou heads it forward. Corlitzoli, as the ball continues to bounce around in midfield. Richardson not able to control it on the far sideline. Appel thought about the quick throw-in. Now he leaves for Corlitzoli. Back to Appel. Looking to get Bagiopoulos free on the far side. Well played switch there, as Bagiopoulos is able to control it, but only temporarily. Douglas shields the ball, plays it back to Coburn. That one ricochets off of Siafakis, then back off of Coburn, out for a Douglas College throw-in. Still 0-0 late in the second half here, at least midway through the second half in the gold medal match between Vancouver Island University and the Douglas College Royals here at the 2019 PACWEST Men's Soccer Championships. And again, regardless of the result today, both of these teams will advance to the CCAA Nationals, which get going in November. Coburn. That was intended for number 9, Taylor Arbor. And now Bagiopoulos. Flag stays down. Goalie thought about coming out, then he had to retreat. Bagiopoulos not able to get a forceful attempt off in the end, and Domingos dives down to smother the ball. Appel to Takano. Arbor, back heel to Bagiopoulos. He's in. No, but the offside flag is up. It doesn't matter anyways, as Domingos was able to save the attempt. But again, these teams threatening in the second half. The pace has dramatically quickened. Valdez. Throw in for Vancouver Island. Arbor. Beaulieu comes back to dispossess him. Richardson can't get high enough to get a touch on that one, and it rolls out of play. Chalafu to Douglas. That's Appel playing much deeper than he was in the first half, and another nice switch of play to Bagiopoulos. Coburn's ball over the top was a little too strong for Bagiopoulos, but they still force Kumazakis to play it over the sideline. Coburn to take the throw-in. Looking for Arbor, the big body, shielding the defender. Arbor to Takano. That one's intended for Valdez. Appel. No one really in the neighborhood there. Valdez will try to track it down, and he does pretty well. Can he get on this one? No. Eventually, it is Agabegi who's able to get the ball under his possession, and a great ball forward from Domingos. But Gandesha just not able to track it down. It looked like Douglas College could have been in business there. As it is, they'll have a throw-in near the attacking third. About 19 minutes of regulation to play plus stoppage time. And, of course, if it is still tied, we will go to 2 15-minute periods of extra time. And if we still cannot find a winner in that time, we will go to penalty kicks. Picard. Upfield, Arbor tracking back, trying to get on that one. Wazy. To Richardson. He spins. Is able to keep it in play. Makes a nice move to go around one man. Now he goes around another. Can he get it into the box for Desaulniers? Desaulniers was lurking there, but the low cross couldn't get past the first defender. And it ends up as a Douglas College throw-in. A couple of nice touches from Richardson, though, to create the opportunity. And it looks like Agabegi wants to take this one long into the box. Indeed, he does. A little bit of miscommunication there, though. His teammate wasn't ready. Eventually bounces back to Domingos in midfield. He'll settle it down and play it all the way back to his goalkeeper, Domingos. Kumazakis. Long up the field, looking for Gandesha. It ends up coming to Domingos, who heads it to Richardson. Richardson headed it directly into the box. Desaulniers, again, lurking dangerous. They've promoted Desaulniers from midfield, where he was playing with Domingos in a holding role in that first half. Now he's playing as the number 9, leading the line for Douglas College. He's been very effective in that role. Baloo. Low ball from the keeper Domingos to the midfielder Domingos. He sprays it for number 11, Richardson. Richardson had Siafakis running towards the far post, but he's not able to get a cross away as he loses the ball out of bounds. It's number 10, Rafael Domingos for Douglas College, who's really put his stamp on this game here in the second half. Combination of the size and the strength as well as the technical ability, very difficult to deal with in midfield. Baloo once again gets it to Domingos, brings it down smartly, turns, finds Richardson again. Richardson wins the battle for possession, plays it back to Domingos. He tips it over to Gandesha. Gandesha to Bulow, back to Gandesha. And they play catch with the ball here. Again, still between the two of them. And finally, Vancouver Island is able to step in and take the ball away. Kumazakis to Varela. Gandesha. I don't think he realized Coburn was right on him, and that forced Varela to come up and commit the foul. Takano. Lovely touch to avoid the pressure, looking for Arbor, but the defender gets in the way of that one. Now Arbor is able to track back and play the loose ball back to his defense. Happel starting up again for Vancouver Island. Corlitzoli does well to control that. Takano, though, not in position to take the return pass. Takano, back heel play to Happel. He has a little bit of time and space. Valdez looking to cut it back, but a couple of defenders in the way, and finally Wazy launches it from his own box into the Vancouver Island half. Siafakis was going to try to track that one down, thought better of it in the end. There we go. This is a dangerous ball. Desaulnier off the deflection, but he just doesn't have the pace to beat out Chalafu. Grayson Chalafu, who has been Johnny on the spot all day for Vancouver Island, and he needed to be there. Otherwise, Desaulnier would have been all alone in front of goal. Baloo gets his head up, tries to find Desaulnier, couldn't get a touch on it. Takano gets the ball back now to Bagiopoulos. Plays it down off his chest, appeals for a handball. No whistle, however. And it's Corlitzoli and Richardson fighting for it. Still. Finally, Corlitzoli plays it to Chalafu. Wazy wins the aerial duel with Arbor. Eventually bounces back to Chalafu. Gives it to Picard. Picard launches a rocket off of Desaulnier. That one probably stung a little bit. It ends up careening out of play. It will be a goal kick for Picard. Don't think he intended to do that one, but Desaulnier took an absolute bomb off the foot of Picard, and that will send Desaulnier in that stoppage of play to the sideline. He'll report to the bench, and it's number 14, Abdul Ali, who will come on to replace him. So definitely a different dimension on the field now. Instead of the 6'1" Quinn Desaulnier leading the line, it looks like Siafakis is going to play up top, and the new man, Abdul Ali, will play out on the right wing. We'll see if he can bring a little bit of size to this attack, and there it is, Siafakis, the half volley from outside the box, and it's labeled for the top corner. Siafakis has given Douglas College the 1-0 lead here late in the second half as they look to secure the gold medal at the 2019 PACWEST Championships. It didn't look like it was going to be dangerous, but all it took was one touch from Siafakis, and it was a perfect shot. Nothing Picard could do about it. Douglas College leads 1-0. They restart play immediately, and now Vancouver Island has to work in a hurry. They only have about 12 minutes plus stoppage time, and there hasn't really been much stoppage time in this one. And they need to get right to work trying to find the equalizer. Certainly not against the run of play was Ioni Siafakis' goal. Douglas College has been the better side in this second half, and they are rewarded for it there with a potentially huge goal late in this game. And we'll see if Vancouver Island has any tactical cards to play in this one, whether it's a substitution or a change in formation. And of course, we'll also see Douglas College, their strength has not necessarily been holding on to the ball in possession. Of course, that's what they'd love to be able to do here now that they have the lead late. Will they be able to put this game to bed, so to speak? Baloo. Siafakis heads it on for Richardson. Flag is up. Richardson can't believe it, but the ball will go to Vancouver Island. Arbor gets a touch on that one. Valdez plays it down for Douglas. Cleared away. Richardson, nice touch to spring Siafakis. Chips it over one defender, and that will force Picard to come out of his net and collect the ball as it rolls into the box. Picard aiming for Douglas. Abdul shields him. Now Varela to Cano. Can the PACWEST Player of the Year ignite his team's attack here in the final 10 minutes of regulation time? They played the free kick quickly that time, didn't work out, and now they have to retreat all the way back to Picard. Bagiopoulos gets on the end of that long ball, dances in, looking to cut back onto his right foot, but it was Wazy who is in perfect position to steal the ball from Bagiopoulos and eliminate the threat. Coburn on the touchline, now to Arbor. Kumazakis is there. Bagiopoulos comes up with it. Arbor was in an offsides position, so he has to let it go. And Domingo now able to take his time collecting this ball. Varela, Siafakis. Hard collision there with Rideout. The whistle stays silent, however. Domingos for Richardson, a chance to stretch the lead for Douglas College here. Gandesha plays it in. Bounces off of Chalafu, who blocks the shot. Douglas now trying to start forward. Watched by Baloo. Bagiopoulos, that one was intended for Valdez, but Agabegi was in there in plenty of time to intercept the pass. And that's always the balance for a team trailing late. You have to push men forward. You have to commit to the attack, but you do open yourself up to the counter-attacking threat as a result of that. Coburn steps in front of Abdul. Still roving forward, and it's going to be a free kick in a dangerous position for Vancouver Island as they search for the opportunity to equalize here. Might just be a little far out for Takano to take the direct effort. And we'll see how many men that Vancouver Island wants to commit forward here, as we do have another substitution coming up for Douglas College. Two Royals players standing directly over the ball, and they will count off the 10 steps now. It's going to be a two-man wall. Three Vancouver Island players at the middle edge of the box. Actually, now they'll bring 4 or 5 up as Takano gets ready to take this. 3 men in the wall. Takano looking for the moment of brilliance, and he just can't get the connection he wants. That one well over the goal. Late stages of the second half, it is Douglas College leading 1-0 after the sensational goal from Yanni Siafakis. A late substitution now. It is number 10, Rafael Domingos, who had an excellent game for Douglas College. He'll report to the bench. Madua Shanwia will come in his place to try to see this game out and close out a gold medal performance for his team. Wazy plays it back to Domingos, a dangerous ball forward, but it does get through to Monwia, but only temporary. Now Bagiopoulos in, but Domingos again aggressively off his line, and before Bagiopoulos could even get a touch, Felipe Domingos is there to collect the ball. Now he skies a goal kick forward. Siafakis not able to get on the end of it. It bounces to Chalafu, who heads it towards Picard. 6 minutes remaining. And then stoppage time. That's all that Vancouver Island has to work with as they try to get level late in the gold medal game here. Siafakis in an offside position that time. That brings the whistle. He is the goal scorer for the Royals. And it came really only minutes after he was moved into that number 9 position at the tip of the spear for Douglas College. Looked like a bit of a harmless play. The ball just bouncing towards him well outside of the box, but it was a perfect right-footed effort on the half volley into the top right corner. Nothing Picard could do about it. A moment of brilliance from Siafakis, which gave his team the lead, and that's how we stand here late in the second half with Douglas College leading 1-0. And now it looks like Felipe Domingos will need some attention from the training staff as he's down on the ground in his box. So a bit of an opportunity for the players here. Get a drink of water late. Maybe get some tactical advice from the coaching staff. Trainer's still looking at Felipe Domingos. Looks like it might be a strain of some sort. Would not be good news if he had to leave the game. He has been a standout for Douglas College in goal. Really a rock at the back of their defense. Players back on the field. You know that Vancouver Island is itching to get going again as they try to tie this game up. It looks like Domingos will be able to stay in the game. One trainer jogging off the field. Looks like the other set to join him shortly. When we do resume play, it'll be a free kick for Vancouver Island in their own half after an offside call. Bagiopoulos. Arbor now to Takano. Looking for Bagiopoulos. He's onside that time, and he couldn't get the touch. Now it's Richardson looking for Douglas. Bagiopoulos turns. Domingos diving back to interrupt the shooting attempt. Oh, my goodness. Frantic moments in front of the Douglas College goal as they try to cling to this 1-0 lead. Takano still with it. Looking to win the corner kick. Barged out of bounds, but it will be a corner kick for Vancouver Island University. It's Takano who will take it. Oh my goodness, Bagiopoulos with a golden opportunity to bring his team level. But it was the goalkeeper, Domingos, with a desperation dive to prevent the scoring opportunity. Now Takano Goes short to the near post, bounces around dangerously. Arbor tries to get back on, and he ends up committing the foul on Varela. Clever set piece from Vancouver Island as Arbor, playing at the near post, tipped it back into the center of the box, and it sat there threateningly for a couple of seconds until Varela was able to bring it under control. Domingos organizing his team. Still looks like he's having some issues that he's trying to deal with. And another late substitution for Douglas College as Marco Consiglio comes on. Abdul Ali, who is a substitute himself, reports to the bench. Valdez. Handball by Vancouver Island. Douglas College has it on the far side. Gandesha loses the ball, but it's off a Vancouver Island player and into touch. So that will bring Agabegi all the way up from the back end to take this throw, as you have to think that Richardson might just be content to keep it in the corner if he can, but he's not going to be able to because Valdez tracks back, except he loses the ball. So great opportunity to burn some clock here for Douglas College. We'll throw in deep in the Vancouver Island end, but again, it is Valdez quickly up the field towards Arbor. The target man does well. And Coburn now. Head up for Bagiopoulos. Bagiopoulos steps inside. That's Happel looking for Takano. Coburn. Happel. Douglas. Great ball over the top for Valdez. He's onside. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure if he could decide whether he wanted to head it, whether he wanted to let it drop and cut it back, or shake the shot with his own foot. Eventually he does play the soft header towards Felipe Domingos, who saves it without too much trouble, but another dangerous moment there for Vancouver Island as they try to draw level. We are into stoppage time here in the second half. The Royals from Douglas College desperately trying to hold on to this 1-0 lead to claim the PACWEST gold medal. Handball called against Takano. He can't believe it. He's fired up, but it is a free kick for Douglas College. Domingos taking his time setting up this free kick. The earlier injury from Domingos would have added a fair bit of time onto stoppage time here, so still a chance, very much so, in fact, for Vancouver Island to find the late equalizer and send this game to extra time, but as it stands, it is Douglas College up 1-0 with the gold medal in their sights. Forward for Siafakis, the goal scorer. Can he put this game away for Douglas College? Looks like he's just going to make for the corner flag to try to kill some time. That's exactly where he goes. It's Chalafu who comes over to try to deal with it. Siafakis able to get by a few defenders. He still has the ball. Yanni Siafakis, what an absolute clinic he is putting on here in the Douglas College end. Finally, in the Vancouver Island end. Finally, he plays it into the box. None of his teammates there as they're sitting back in defense, and that allows Picard to launch it forward. But Douglas College secures it. Domingos, dangerous ball off of Arbor. Bounces towards the far sideline. Corlitzoli steps up to Happel. Happel goes down in a heap. Richardson caught him up high that time. No card comes out, but it is a free kick for Vancouver Island. And as we enter the very late stages of this game, they will bring almost everyone up the field. Even Picard is well outside of his box. He'll try to play this one back in a hurry if it should come to him. Takano. And now it is just Takano, the keeper, and Douglas not in the box as Takano floats it in, and not a bad attempt at all. Domingo couldn't take it the first time cleanly. It bounced off of him, off another player before he's finally able to control it. Siafakis was going for the carbon copy of his first goal almost, playing the acrobatic half volley, trying to chip it over Picard. That time it is off the mark, however. Douglas College thought it should have been a corner. No dice for them. And they have the opportunity now to make another late change. And it looks like it is it's number 9, Joshua Penny, returning to the field for the first time in the second half. Arbor to Chalafu, the central defender, pushed up in the late going here. Agabegi goes over the touchline, and Felipe Domingos, with time running out on Vancouver Island, will certainly take his time setting up this goal kick. And there it is, the final whistle. The Douglas College Royals win the 2019 Men's PACWEST Soccer Championships 1-0 over Vancouver Island University, thanks to the late winner from Yanni Siafakis. The celebration comes in for Douglas College. The disappointment evident from Vancouver Island. A sensational game between both teams, especially in the second half, but in the end it was the personal brilliance from Siafakis that claims the win and the championship for the Douglas College Royals. Thank you for watching. It is the 2019 PACWEST Soccer Championships. Don't forget the women's gold medal match is coming up shortly, and stay tuned for post-game ceremonies here after the men's gold medal game. The final score, Douglas College 1, Vancouver Island 0.
Today's final score, Douglas College 1, Vancouver Island University 0. Congratulations to Douglas College for winning the 2019 PACWEST Soccer Championships. And congratulations to today's player of the game, number 23 from Douglas College, Yanni Siafakis. Congratulations to all the teams at the 2019 PACWEST Soccer Championships. We've seen some very exciting soccer over the past few days. We'd like to take a moment to applaud all the players and the coaches for their efforts. Well done! The committee would also like to thank all of the volunteers who helped to make this event such a success. Thank you! At this time, I'd like to ask Denise Busion, PACWEST Tournament Administrator, to come forward to present the all-tournament team. Would each player please come forward when your name is announced? The top goalkeeper of the tournament is number 1 from Douglas College, Felipe Domingos. The top defender of the tournament, number 20 from Vancouver Island University, Grayson Chalafu. The top midfielder of the tournament is number 10 from Vancouver Island University, Sean Zacano. The top forward of the tournament is number 11 from Douglas College, Taylor Richardson. And the tournament's most valuable player, number 10 from Douglas College, Rafael Domingos. Congratulations on a remarkable tournament. And we will now present the silver medals to the silver medal winners from Vancouver Island University. The silver medalist from Vancouver Island University, number 1, Kevin Picard. Number 2, Cole Senchar. Number 3, Bradley Sager. Number 4, Fraser Rideout. Number 5, Grant Hoover. Number 6, Diego Colatoli. Number 7, Michael LaPel. Number 8, Thompson Nelson. Number 9, Taylor Arbor. Number 10, Sean Takano. Number 11, Hector Valdez. Number 12, Travis Brown. Number 13, Reed Davidson. Number 14, Griffin Douglas. Number 15, Matthew Coburn. Number 16, Malcolm Samard. Number 17, Billy Agiopoulos. Number 18, Josh Howes. Number 20, Grayson Chalafu. Number 21, Wesley Bischoff. Number 22, Nathan McCugan. Number 23, Kevin Mosmer. Number 24, Carson Grish. And number 27, Hans Agru. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce the 2019 PACWEST gold medalists, the Douglas College Royals. The gold medalists from Douglas College, number 1, Felipe Domingos. Number 2, Braden Rose. Number 3, Rosemere Ogabegi. Number 4, Burhan Wazy. Number 5, Adam Kumazakis. Number 6, Medea Shawia. Number 7, Bronson Hartley. Number 8, Quinn Desaulnier. Number 9, Joshua Petty. Number 10, Rafael Domingos. Number 11, Taylor Richardson. Number 12, Milan Gandesha. Number 13, Benjamin Baloo. Number 14, Abdullah Ali. Number 15, Josh Hamilton. Number 16, Marco Concilio. Number 17, Alejandro Varela. Number 18, Jaden Basra. Number 19, Ryan Uppal. Number 20, Benjamin Bergeron. Number 21, Armando Rodriguez. Number 23, Yanni Siafakis. Number 24, Jackson Main. Number 25, Kassim Ali. And number 99, Jacob McCall. And now for the team captains from Douglas College, please come forward to accept the championship banner. Once again, congratulations to all the teams of the 2019 PACWEST Soccer Championships. We hope everyone has a safe journey back home, and we hope to see you next year.